Hello, it's Professor Asma Parveen from Department of Psychology, Aligarh Muslim University. Today I will be talking about research questions, their meaning and sources. Research questions are crucial component of any research project whether it involves numbers or people's opinion. They serve as a guide and ensure that we are studying something specific. A well crafted research question is narrow, specific, and seeks to enhance our understanding of an important topic. It should also be relevant to both our study and society as a whole. Before formulation a research question, it is important to determine the type of study you will be conducting, whether it involves numbers, people's opinions, or a combination of both. Additionally, considerations such as funding for the project and the research methodology need to be taken into account. Once these factors have been considered, you can begin shaping your research question. It is crucial to define the question accurately and clearly, leaving no room for confusion or multiple interpretations. Furthermore, the question should be complex enough to explore throughout the research process. Engaging in preliminary reading on the topic can be beneficial when developing your research question. This allows you to, uh, to gain a better understanding of what has already been studied and helps you focus on what you all want to understand. By familiarizing yourself with existing literature, you can identify gaps in knowledge and contribute to the existing body of research. What is a research question? Research question is an essential part of any study as these research questions define the main purpose and direction of the research. They help researchers turn their ideas into testable questions that can be explored. In quantitative studies, research questions often focus on relationships between different variables. However, they can also be used to understand the level or extent of a specific phenomenon. For example, instead of looking for relationships, our research questions might aim to determine the level of participation in a campaign, such as how much are college students participating in the hepatitis B awareness campaign. When creating research questions, there are several factors to consider. Firstly, researchers need to identify what they want to find out and what specific questions they are looking to answer. Additionally, they need to determine the location or area where the research will take place as this can influence the findings. Lastly, the time frame of the research is important to consider as it helps shape the research question. For instance, if the research focuses on burnout among counselors involved in HIV/AIDS counseling in Mumbai, a possible research question would be what is the extent of burnout among counselors involved in HIV/AIDS counseling in Mumbai? This question aims to understand the level of burnout experienced by counselors. Another research question could be do supervisory practice help counselors involved in HIV/AIDS counseling in Mumbai deal with burnout? This question explores the relationship between supervisory practices and counselors' ability to cope with burnout. So, research questions play a crucial role in guiding the direction and purpose of a study. There are certain definitions of research questions proposed by different psychologists. Research questions play a very important role in research methodology. And according to John W. Criswell, a respected scholar in the methodology, research questions are clear and concise inquiries that identify specific things or relationships a researcher wants to investigate. They serve as a guide for the study, providing focus and direction. Robert, known for his work on case study research, describes research questions as the specific queries a researcher aims to answer or the hypothesis they want to test. These questions help shape the study and provide a framework for exploration. Kathleen emphasizes that research questions are the main puzzles or problems that researchers seek to address through their study. These questions often arise from gaps in existing knowledge or areas that are important in practice. They serve as a starting point for investigation and contribute to the advancement of knowledge in a particular field. In The Craft of Research, Wayne Booth, Column, and Joseph Williams explain that research questions are the driving force behind any research study. They give purpose and meaning to the study, guiding the entire research process from beginning to end. Paul Leedy and Jane Omrod further define research questions as precise and specific inquiries that shape the entire research process. These questions are not only present at the beginning of the study but also guide its progression until its conclusion. They act as a compass, ensuring that the research stay on track and remain focused on its objectives. There are certain specific characteristics of effective research questions because they have several important factors that distinguish them from simple inquiries or topics of interest. First and foremost, they must be clear and easily understood by all involved in the research process. This clarity helps to prevent any confusion or misunderstandings among researchers and stakeholders. In addition, research questions should be specific and focused on a particular aspect of the topic being investigated. It is crucial to avoid asking overly broad or vague questions that lack direction. By narrowing down the focus, researchers can delve deeper into the specific area they are interested in studying. Furthermore, research questions should be relevant to the overall objectives of the study as well as the theoretical frameworks and practical implications within the field. This ensures that the questions have significance and contribute to the broader context of the research. Research questions should be feasible and achievable within the limitations of time, resources, and ethical considerations. It is essential to consider practicality when formulating research questions as they need to be implementable and able to be executed effectively. Another important characteristic of research is they can range from simple inquiries with straightforward answers to more intricate questions that require careful analysis and interpretation. A good research question should be open ended, allowing for different perspectives, interpretations, and outcomes. It should not assume a specific answer but rather encourage exploration and debate. To ensure clarity and focus, research questions need to be precise and clear in their language. This helps avoid confusion and keeps the study on track towards its objectives. Moreover, effective research questions often explore new or unexplored areas of knowledge, contributing to the advancement of study by bringing fresh perspectives, insights, or methodologies to the field. It is essential for research questions to align closely with the overall research design, including the theoretical framework, objectives, and methodology. By doing so, they guide the selection of appropriate research methods and data collection techniques, ensuring that the study effectively addresses its objectives. When conducting a research, it is crucial to have an important and impactful research question. This question should contribute new knowledge and address gaps in our current understanding. It is essential to consider whether a question has already been answered and determine if it is worth exploring further. Taking into account different situations to emphasize the significance of our project, we should connect it to broader issues and demonstrate its relevance in the real world. In addition to being important, the research question must also be clear and concise. It should be based on existing theories or studies, allowing us to build upon previous knowledge. By doing so, our research becomes more relevant and connected to what we already know. It is important to use simple language when formulating our question, as abstract or complicated wording can make it difficult for others to understand the importance of our research. Ethical considerations also come into play when formulating research questions. Researchers must take into account ethical principles and guidelines that govern research conduct. Protecting human subjects, maintaining confidentiality of data, and ensuring the integrity of research outcomes should be prioritized throughout the entire research process. There are certain examples of research questions in the field of psychology because psychology is a field that seeks to understand human behavior and mental health through various types of questions. One type of question is descriptive, which aims to identify the factors that influence a specific behavior or trait. For example, researchers might explore what causes college students to procrastinate. Another type of question is explanatory, which examines the relationship between two things. Scientists may investigate how experiencing childhood trauma relates to the development of anxiety disorders in adulthood. This type of question helps us understand the connections between different aspects of human experience. Comparative questions involve comparing two different things. Researchers might compare the effectiveness of practicing mindfulness meditation versus using cognitive behavioral therapy in helping people with depression. By examining these comparisons, psychologists can determine which approaches are most beneficial for individuals struggling with mental health issues. There are action oriented questions that focus on finding solutions to problems. For example, psychologists might ask what schools can do to prevent bullying and promote positive relationships among students. These questions drive psychologists to develop practical strategies and interventions that can improve students' lives. There are different sources of research questions. Research questions come from a variety of sources. One common source is existing literature, where researchers identify gaps or inconsistencies that need further investigation. These gaps could be unanswered questions, conflicting findings, or overlooked aspects of a topic. Additionally, critiques and debates within the academic community can also spark research questions by highlighting areas of disagreement or uncertainty. Another source of research questions is practical problems and real world challenges. Researchers may draw inspiration from issues faced in fields like healthcare, education, business, or social policy. By addressing urgent problems or developing new solutions, researchers can contribute to improving outcomes in these areas. Furthermore, industry partners, government agencies, non-profit organizations, and other stakeholders may have specific research questions based on their needs and goals. Collaborating with these external partners not only provides valuable insights but also offers opportunities to solve real world problems. Theoretical frameworks and conceptual models are crucial in research as they provide a foundation for asking research questions. Researchers have the option to utilize existing theories or create new ones to explain their observations. The choice of conceptual paradigm can greatly influence how researchers approach their studies. These paradigms offer different perspectives on what is considered real, how knowledge is acquired, and how it should be studied. Ultimately, researchers select the paradigm that aligns with their own assumptions and principles and form their research questions. In addition to theoretical frameworks, personal interest and curiosity also play a significant role in shaping research questions. Sometimes researchers are drawn to a particular topic because it directly relates to their own experiences, values, or intellectual pursuits. Their passion for the subject matter serves as the driving force behind their interest. Unlike external incentives or pressures, intrinsic motivation stemming from a desire for intellectual discovery, personal growth, or helping others is the primary catalyst for these questions. It is this internal drive that leads researchers to ask questions that resonate with their values and interests. Research questions can arise from a variety of sources. One such source is the emergence of new trends and innovations, particularly in technology. These advancements can inspire researchers to ask new questions and explore different methods of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data. By staying up to date with the latest technologies, researchers can uncover new avenues for investigation. Another source of research question is social and cultural shifts. As society, culture, demographics, and global trends change, new issues, challenges, or opportunities may arise that require further exploration. These shifts can spark research questions and prompt researchers to delve deeper into emerging topics. By examining these changes, researchers can gain a better understanding of the world around them and contribute to the knowledge base in their respective fields. Cross disciplinary collaboration also plays a significant role in the development of research questions. When researchers from different disciplines come together, they bring diverse perspectives, methodologies, and expertise to complex problems. This collaboration fosters innovation, creativity, and the integration of multiple viewpoints into research inquiries. By combining their knowledge and skills, researchers can enrich their research questions and approach problems from a more comprehensive standpoint. This interdisciplinary approach allows for a more holistic understanding of complex issues and encourages innovative solutions. Researchers often find inspiration for their work from a wide range of sources. These sources can include books, articles, and practical issues that have not been fully explored. By asking important research questions, scientists are able to learn new things, solve real world problems, and generate interest in their field of study. These questions can be derived from theories that need testing, personal interest, emerging trends, or collaborations with individuals from different disciplines. Ultimately, it is these research questions that drive researchers to explore and make groundbreaking discoveries. Now, I will discuss the role of research questions in research design. As we understand that research questions are an essential part of any study, as they guide and shape the research process, so they help researchers determine which specific aspects of a topic or issue will be investigated, setting boundaries for the inquiry and directing the focus of the exploration. By clarifying the objectives and scope of the study, research questions prevent researchers from straying off track or investigating irrelevant information. This ensures that the research remains purposeful and targeted. In addition to guiding the research process, research questions also influence the choice of research design and methodology. Different research questions may require different methodologies, such as qualitative, quantitative, or mixed methods design. For example, if the goal is to understand the experiences of individuals, qualitative methods would be more appropriate. On the other hand, if the aim is to establish cause and effect relationships, quantitative approaches would be necessary. By aligning research questions with the appropriate research design, researchers can ensure that their studies design effectively address the research objectives. Overall, research questions serve as a compass for researchers, providing direction and focus throughout the study. They help researchers to investigate relevant things and avoid irrelevant information. Additionally, research questions play a crucial role in determining the appropriate research approach and methodology. By aligning these elements, researchers can ensure that their study effectively addresses the research objectives. So, whether it's understanding individual experiences or establishing cause and effect relationships, research questions are vital in shaping the entire research process and research design. Another aspect is when conducting a research, we must have a solid understanding of the theories and models that shape our study. This ensures that the research questions are relevant and meaningful. So, by aligning our research questions with established theories or conceptual frameworks, we can utilize existing knowledge and previous research to gain valuable insights and contribute to the field. Research questions also play a vital role in defining key variables and forming hypotheses in quantitative research designs. They pinpoint the specific phenomena or relationships that the researcher aims to investigate, laying the groundwork for hypothesis testing and statistical analysis. In this way, research questions are essential in transforming abstract concepts into measurable variables and guiding the creation of testable hypotheses. When conducting a research, it is crucial to have clear research questions because these questions serve as a guide for determining who or what should be studied and how data should be collected. By ensuring that our sampling and data collection strategies align with our research questions, we can obtain the appropriate type of data that is both representative and sufficient to effectively address our research objectives. In addition to aiding in data collection, research questions also play a vital role in analyzing and interpreting the data. They assist us in identifying patterns, trends, and relationships within the data. Furthermore, research questions help us select the most suitable methods for analyzing the data and understanding the findings in relation to our research objectives. By ensuring that our data analysis corresponds with the research questions, we are able to draw meaningful conclusions and gain insights that directly address the primary questions of our study. So, in summary, we can say that research questions are a crucial component of the research design process. They serve as the foundation that guides every step from generating ideas to analyzing and interpreting the findings. By formulating clear and relevant research questions that align with the research objectives, researchers can develop studies that provide valuable insights and expand our knowledge on various subjects. These questions act as a roadmap leading researchers towards meaningful discoveries and enhancing our understanding of the world around us. Now, another important aspect is the impact of research questions on data analysis and data collection. Research questions are very important in the process of collecting and analyzing data. They guide researchers in finding out the most appropriate methods and instruments for data collection, such as surveys, interviews, observations, experiments, or archival research. The research questions also serve as a framework for analyzing the collected data, helping researchers identifying relevant variables, patterns, and relationships. Depending on the nature of the research questions, different analytical techniques can be employed, including statistical analysis, thematic analysis, content analysis, or qualitative coding. By formulating clear research questions, researchers ensure that their data analysis remains focused and purposeful. This allows them to draw meaningful conclusions and insights that directly address their research inquiries. And the research questions also help researchers to select best data collection techniques to capture the phenomena or relationships being studied, and they provide a roadmap for the entire process from data collection to data analysis. When conducting research, it is crucial to address any biases or limitations that may impact the data collection and analysis. By clearly defining the research questions, researchers can establish protocols and procedures that minimize biases and ensure the accuracy and reliability of their findings. This not only enhances the credibility of the study but also provides transparency and context for the conclusions drawn. Additionally, research questions serve as a guide throughout the ongoing process of data collection and analysis. Throughout this process, research questions often undergo changes and evolution as researchers understand things deeper into their investigation and gain new insights. they may find the need to revise their initial research questions or explore additional questions. This iterative approach allows researchers to enhance their understanding of the topic under study and generate more comprehensive findings that address the complexities of the study. It is through this continuous refinement that researchers are able to uncover detailed insights and contribute to the field of knowledge. So, by acknowledging and interpreting any limitations in the data, researchers can provide a holistic view of their study's conclusion. And because these research questions play a vital role in this aspect as they help researchers identify and understand the boundaries of their data. We should also align the research questions with the research objectives because this ensure that information gathered is directly relevant to what needs to be discovered and aids in achieving the desired research outcomes. So, by aligning data collection and analysis with the research questions, researchers can remain focused on main issues being investigated, resulting in stronger and more impactful research findings. This impact of research questions on data collection and analysis extends beyond just providing a framework for gathering information, but they also guide researchers in analyzing the data, helping them address any biases or limitations that may arise. Additionally, research questions ensure that the data collected should align with the research objectives and ensure a purposeful and regressive research process. This is all for today. Thank you.